face off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. Talk your face off. To talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off.
Well, it's a good thing we got all of our audio. You hear me? Is it working?
No. Did you hit mute? You probably hit mute.
We were dealing with some audio gremlins.
As always.
As always, and I just muted myself just for the effect.
Just for the fun of it.
Dramatic effect.
I feel
What's
like
going on, you guys? Sorry we're so late.
I'm not sorry.
But
I'm still going to mess with the camera. I'm going to see if I can get it all the way out of it.
He's been just behind the scenes messing around with everything the whole
This
time.
too close.
Yeah. And then he had me, so I'd have to listen to myself on reverb about 3 seconds later.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it was awful. Total echo cam. And we didn't know why. It turned out it was something stupid with just 2 different HDMI options. So we got to figure it out. We got it sorted because it's never happened before. I didn't know what it was going. Every time you move it's got to figure out the pixelization because your internet's not super great.
Hey, so how about you stop complaining?
It doesn't get crisp until you leave it alone for a minute.
Okay, how's that?
Let it settle. Let it so it doesn't have to work so hard. Goodness gracious.
All right.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the late, great podcast of 2020.
So here's the thing. I had to go get my dog. There was an accident on the freeway from our town to where the other town was.
Show us a screenshot of the red or we don't believe you.
And my wife was like, hey, you know what? You're going to have to get Lucy. I'm turning around. And I'm like, duh. So
I mean, you've been late to work a couple times this week. So unless you show me traffic, I don't believe you.
I know. Well, I don't ever have traffic going into work. It's mostly the traffic coming home. And it's really not that bad. 2 weeks in a row.
Time. Oh, now you crisp. Stop moving. Stop moving.
Look at the lighting in here.
Oh my gosh, she just blocked all the pixels again. Now it's got to rewrite them all. All right, we got a good show for you guys tonight. What do we got today? We got some Monster Smash talk. We got the SCX24 Redux coming. The vintage racing that took place in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Do you have the list?
I do. I'm pulling it up right now.
Why don't you finish the rest of them? Vintage racing is where I ended. Why don't you read off the rest? What else do we got today?
Why don't you calm down, Tony?
Why buy more?
I'm trying to find.
He doesn't have it ready. Mail call, race update, and new tech for YouTube. There's all of it. This guy is just slacking. He's
did it not open?
Like he's got something. No, it didn't open. There it is.
There it is. I'm like, what's taking so long?
Time to make a graphic and then can't even get it up for the peoples. I don't even know.
Hey, I have no problem with that.
Racing Case 87 says, "Let's see those wheels, Pablo."
What wheels? You didn't see anything here.
There's some talking that's going to happen. That's part of it. That's mail call. You guys got to wait on that. RC Athletes, what is up, Lau?
So I'll wait to do my mail call and blow your guys' mind because I've been collecting for a while. Oh, I can't see that either. I've been collecting for a while. This is going to be a very large mail call. This is like the mail call for the season. Don't tell my wife. Hopefully none of my kids are watching in the house. I'm in the trailer because then I'm going to get in trouble. So
okay,
let's just stay away.
I can't hide mine. Mine are all sitting at the bottom of the stairs, and my wife keeps coming. She's like, "What the crap? There's more boxes today, Tony." I'm like,
"Yeah, they gave it to me.
They gave it to me." I don't know. We'll talk about this later. I got a mail call too.
Nice.
I only brought one. Only one I can show right now.
Yeah.
All right.
My stuff isn't super exciting.
So again, Monster Smash, for those of you just tuning in, SCX24 Redux.
Yep.
Vintage Racing, which looked fantastic. I can't
Dude.
wait to talk about it. Don't get into it because I don't have a whole lot to say other than fantastic a lot of times. Why buy more? That's a good one. That was you. Mail call. That's you. Race update. The hangar. I didn't say the hangar. That I watched that video you sent me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great catalog for them in their memory.
Yeah. Isn't it cool?
It's super cool. New tech for YouTube. That one was mine.
And I've got something to add to that too. Huh?
Just started echoing again.
Oh, that's not me. That's you then. I can't help you there.
When I talk, I see it bouncing on your little microphone icon. There, it finally cut out. All right.
Weird.
All right. So we can take that off. Let's get to it. Monster Smash.
Yeah.
I've been posting a ton of videos because I'm trying to get caught up before the next monster truck race. I've also got the busiest season of my RC YouTube career, I think, packed into these next less than 2 weeks. It's going to be stupid. Even to next week. Like by next Tuesday is going to be dumb. I've got a lot to get done. So that said, I'm still trying to do a monster truck race on the 1st, which is just falling in a terrible time for me. But we're going to make it. What was that?
It always goes that way.
I know. It's the end of the year. It's Black Friday. Everybody wants you to buy their stuff for Christmas.
Yep.
I know a lot of people are spending a lot of money, and then it'll continue on into the new year when they think of their tax returns and how much they're going to get. And they might pre-spend some of that money knowing that it's coming and then pay it off. You know, that's just how people work. They'll get the tax stuff done early. And
late to the game. Now you're jumping around audio. But I was late to the game. I wanted to start my videos, coming out with videos again at the end of this month. And I probably should have front loaded the month instead. That way I could have taken advantage of some of that ad rev now that the channel's monetized. Hey, real quick before Andrew, I still can't access the money, but it's growing in there. So I'm like, it'll be something cool that I want to buy.
That's your tax day. It's the YouTube tax day. Give me my money.
Yeah. Yep. So Andrew Chong, before I forget, I've got those parts for the short course. If you still want them, let me know. Harley's internet plan right now. Is it all jumpy?
Yeah, you're the one jumping.
Seems good to me.
It's my audio. Well, you see your camera direct into your computer. That's what I see too. So even when I go bad, it still looks good on my computer because it's the direct feed. Lyle, I've been following, dude. I've been seeing what you're up to and what you've been building and how you're upgrading to a bigger one. It's really cool, man, to see that you're making progress with all of that.
I opened my door. Hopefully that helps with the internet's coming in the trailer.
Yeah.
I put a booster in my garage to try to get the internet in here, and I still have to stream it off my phone. Charging mini LM.
Charging me. Oh, you got one. All right. Here we go. Dave raced in the 2-wheel drive monster trucks last time. In fact, I just posted that video today.
I watched it. It was fun.
You need a new dial-up CD. You're out of minutes. You're out of minutes, dude. I also saw Lyle. I think the last one I saw, you just got in a parts thing with a bunch of, I think it was like an original Wraith, or it was one of the original axials that he used to have.
Oh, that's cool.
And like clean parts for it, man. It was super good. I watch a lot. I don't comment a lot. I try to get on and comment when I can, but I'm usually like triple tasking when I do it.
Yeah.
So I love to consume people's content, but I don't always. Yeah, I don't always get back. I'll usually have to go back through my history and do it because it won't push it to me again. But yeah, I do watch.
I'm in the same boat. The video will like end, and I'll be doing something else, and another video will start, and I won't get back to commenting on it. And I'm like, duh.
Well, I have them on a TV, so it's not on the. Or if I am watching on a secondary monitor, I'm actually using my keyboard to edit, And so I'm actively doing it, and so I don't stop my work usually to do that. I try and consume while I'm doing something else. Yeah, so we got a race, Monster Smash, so we'll get back to it so we can move on from that. Monster Smash, November 1st, we're doing it, and at the end, we're going to smash pumpkins. So if people have carved pumpkins, only carved pumpkins, you don't really want to run into a not hollowed out pumpkin. Let's just say that.
A frozen pumpkin.
The more rotten they are from having sat outside on your porch with a candle in them, the better they are to hit with an RC car.
Nice and soft.
And I also would recommend possibly just bringing, I mean, a Quake would be good. They would take it. But not bringing like your race truck or something. I'd use something else maybe if you've got it. Yeah. If not, a Quake cleans down pretty quick. But we're going to try and do a monster or a pumpkin smash at the end. So if you got like slashes or you got stuff you just want to ram into pumpkins and blow them up with an RC car, it's a ton of fun. I highly recommend it. X-Maxes are great for it. They destroy pumpkins very well. E-Revos used to be my choice. I used to hammer some E-Revos. So we're gonna do at the end. That's just a throwback to what I used to do in Virginia. Not me, but at the group I used to run with, No Limit RC. Their race was called the Pumpkin Smash, and we'd at the end. It was at Digger's Dungeon, and we would smash pumpkins at Digger's Dungeon. So I do want to say that we're doing it J&T Hobby in Battle Creek. They've been prepping it. Looks like we'll be going on kind of a gravelly type of dirt and a little bit of small rock stuff, which should be great for the big ones. I don't know how the little ones will do on it, but I mean, I rip around on that stuff all the time. It's just, I would prefer that over carpet, over grass, over concrete any day. So
yeah,
because the tires still slide and you can spin the corners, you can throw a little bit of roost. It just feels more monster truck to me. So
I'm with you.
But yeah, so I don't mind that. I told them because it's a parking area for them. So I'm like, well, just bring gravel up there if you want to do something. Like, 'cause it was turning grass. I'm like, we'll park on the edges. We'll put our tents around the edges. We'll put a track in the middle. And they were willing to do it. They luckily are they run like so it's not landscape, some kind of dirt and dirt removal, and they have a whole thing of excavating basically. So they have piles of dirt and gravel and all of that to use. So that's for the winter season or for the November 1st? No, this is for November 1st. I don't know if there's a winter season. We don't technically have a winter season yet. If we do have one, I'm still waiting to hear back from somebody in Kalamazoo if they've got an indoor location they're going to open up for us. If they do, then we'll probably run a race season through the winter. And we'll probably, in order to get a season in, we'll have to do more than once a month. We'll probably do like every 3 weeks or some kind of random thing where it's not like every other week where it'll be too much for them, but kind of we'll just get it on a calendar where we can get in 5 or 6 races and drop one kind of a thing. So that'll be awesome. That'll be to come. But yeah, so we're trying to get things going. We've got several places still talking to us about wanting to do. One guy, oh man, he wants to do so much. He's a contractor, and he's like, I can get it down the jumps and the track layout to like the inch, like as far as being mirrored.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, holy crap, we work in like, it'll do. Like that's what I do. I'm like, I paste it off, and I think we're good.
Yeah.
You know, or I run the little wheelie thing around like the wheel to get like,
he's like, I got lasers
8 feet here. He's like, I will get it. But he was going to make it like permanent with dirt jumps. And I'm like, well, you probably want to do something that can be used for like multiple races and changed up, like where you have like a middle pod and then you've got some end ones that you can use either to go inside or outside lane, you know, have different hit points on it. So you can do one set of jumps, but have multiple options for race patterns, I guess. Right. So, which we used to do in Virginia. You know, once Digger's Dungeon was set up, we would race that thing all different kinds of ways, you know? So it, you know, it doesn't take much more than sticking a tire out there too, to like, you have to go past around the tire, or and then come back. So even if the jumps are the same, you can make it so you're doing weird loops and stuff. But he wanted a layout drawn up, and like I think he wants it like to the square, down to the inches of and I'm like, I don't do that. I could draw you like here's an idea. You just make up dimensions, right? So I haven't had time, dude. Like I said, I've been so busy. So that's one of the nice things with the other jumps too. I don't have to think through that or plan ahead of time. I can show up and be like, all right, we're going to do it like this. I kind of sketch it out in my head, and then we just walk it and pace it and do it that morning with a couple guys and call it good, So, I've already got some ideas for racing, and I've actually, gold. I got gold, RC gold. Do you know what RC gold is?
Get? No.
I got some of those old BMX ramps, the plastic ones that you can't buy anymore. They were on Facebook. My buddy sent them to me last night. The X Factor ones.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
There was another name. There was two. It was X Factor, and there was one other. It was like something 9.
They're like thicker plastic, right?
Yeah, and then they would have the middle jump that they'd stick to, and
yeah.
Oh, Matt could draw something. All right, we'll talk. I'll sketch something, and if you can help me make it look good with the squares for him, that'd be awesome. Anyway, so $60. I got 2 of those jumps plus the centerpiece, which now makes me want to find another centerpiece so we can use them as starts too to come off of,
jump down of it. Yeah.
But it also came with a big jump, like a wide one. Now I'm like, where do you get this jump from? Like,
right.
Hello, like these, you don't need to double them up. This is sweet.
You found the unicorn.
I have that just sitting. I have a unicorn one that I need to find a brother for so I can have a match. But for now, we'll just throw it out during freestyle and, call it good. But so what it does is it makes me have 7 jumps. I had 5, but I wanted 6 because then I could do 3 across to widen the jumps up. Anyway, I'm happy. I'm stoked. It'll make it a little bit wider for people to hit if we're sliding in at speed and stuff. Until, I want to start wider and then I want to go narrower eventually to the 2 jump because that's what most clubs will do. But I feel like until we get used to how the trucks handle, having a little bit more for them in the beginning to get on will help. But we'll start then pulling them away so they get used to if they go somewhere else, what they're going to have to deal with. Anyway, so that's the Monster Smash, November 1st, J&T Hobbies, 9 o'clock to noon is mini racing and freestyle. And then 9 is the registration, 10 starts the racing and then into freestyle. And then noon is the registration for the Pro Mod and 2-wheel drive and retro. And then that goes till about 5, 1 to 5 would be my guess. Is what we schedule, but last time ended early. We were on the road before 5, but we didn't have a retro class. We had 3 trucks. 2 of them were mine and another, and we just showed people what it was, trying to get people excited about how awkward they drive. So
they're fun. They're not awkward.
Yeah.
Tons of fun. Man, I think I just jammed in the tool here. I don't know how to get it out. I smashed my finger. I don't know, for anyone that drives 8 scale or associated, these arms have a big pillow ball that you drive into them. And man, I don't know how people that don't have power tools get it done, because I use an impact wrench to drive it in, and then I have to use an impact wrench to drive it out. And it's one of those things where it's always broke in a piece like this, and you're trying to hold on to it and use the impact gun, and it just cuts the crap out of your hand, and you're like, cool. Or it rips around on the shock tower. Awesome.
Yeah.
But now I don't know how to get this bit out. It's stuck. Stuck, Tony.
Put it back in and hit reverse.
I don't know how to get it out.
Reverse it. AZ Desert Rider says, gee, where can I find a set of shock pliers at a good price? Hope everyone took advantage of that sale. I know where. I've got them for $5 for for 10 scale shock players. You should order some other stuff though, because shipping. Although my shipping is cheap, I charge $3.99 for shipping. It costs me $5 now to ship anything. That doesn't even include the packaging or any of the other stuff that I have to do.
Well, and that's
shipping now went
up. That's what we got to talk about at the end.
Okay.
Oh, dude, it's terrible.
Anyway.
Yeah, we got to talk about that at the end. That's a whole monster.
That's a whole different
other monster.
Shipping going up.
It is.
All right. We got a bunch of people in here. So Will, hey Will, I want to just show you this real quick because you are in here. I got it. And I actually got the well now I cut the box weird. I got the what do they call them? The Dediator shocks too, or links too. I ended up getting both sets of links. Maz is a sneaky little guy and he's just stuck them both in. So
oh, nice.
I got the stainless Dediators and I got the Gladiator ones. These have got to be the Gladiator ones because they feel a million times. These are heavy. I see what you're saying about that. These stainless ones are heavy. But
Chonga saying vice grips, Pablo. Who uses vice grips when you got mitts like these, man? These are my vice grips. Ugh.
Even sent me a little note. You guys want his phone number? We should give out Maz's phone number and everybody should start calling him.
Was it a sweet nothing note?
Huh? No.
Oh, Tony.
And I got his carbon chassis in here, the XL cheat code. Ooh. And
that's
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it or not, but he sent me some prototype unicorn mounts in here too. I think he probably wants to get this. So this is all the stuff that comes with the truck. Well, then these I think are the unicorn mounts because I see the little screw-on pieces in there.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's pretty slick.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, these are you know what he's using? Don't tell the world. These look like the what are the things in the truck hub that screw on to the wheels in the middle, the center of your wheels, like yeah, but it's like the ones that are like the 4-wheel drive style with the whole center. What's that piece called?
Hub?
The lockout piece. Yeah, the lockout. That they've got like the 4 steer. Looks like he might be using that as his unicorn.
Genius.
Didn't hear it here though.
Genius. No,
that's a great idea. He's got posts in here that you can put your nut up through, or your bolt.
Whoa.
Sorry. Geesh. Where'd that come from? Yeah, the locker. Just a simple word, the locker. Yeah,
the locker.
Drive lockout. The locker, yeah. Couldn't come up with it. I knew what I was trying to say.
I don't think you did.
I never use it, to be honest, on my Ford. It has like a vacuum one, and it's usually good enough for anything I do and lets it slip.
Yeah.
If I shouldn't be in 4.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's it. We went wheeling with a buddy up on the dunes.
Oh yeah, he sent me a picture of that.
And his Bronco, his new Bronco, dude, those things are sick.
They're pretty nice. They're pretty cush,
dude. So he's got the Badlands one or whatever the high rating off-road one is. Has like a sand mode. It's got like off-road mode, and it's changing all the settings for your diffs and everything just by switching the mode. I'm like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Easy to drive.
All right, so that's what we got. Let's get into one of yours.
What do you want to talk
Vintage
about?
racing. Let's go to that. Let's skip the S624 for a minute because I think that'll tie into the why buy more and stuff.
Sure. Vintage racing. Okay. So I don't know if Harley saw any of it because he's hating on all the re-rees for Associated. And to be honest, I was kind of tired of it too.
Came in clutch for this race.
Right? I was
they flooded the market for it. It was fantastic.
Dude, and like there was classes that had 200 plus per class. We turned on the mains on Sunday, and they were an M main when we turned it on. And I was like, that was like
So if you
after
took
church
15,
even. I was like,
you actually did really good. Out of 200,
you would have to wait for it. Yeah.
I mean, but if you took
You would have to
15th place, you still did really good. Like out of 200 people, that's still a lot
If
of
you
cars
took
to get through.
50th, you would have, if you would have took 50th, you would have been good.
I said 15.
But so
you could say 50.
15's like,
I'm just talking
15's,
potato gun.
they had a 12 class or 12 car main, and like in the main it was like who was it? Cavallari, Rivkin, Mayfield, Masami, like all the like names from it. It was pretty cool, man. Like the race itself. Well, first off, let's get back to all the rereads, and then we're kind of like meh. But then seeing them all in their element, and they made a course era correct to what the cars were. It was really cool, and all the races. And because they were like so similar, all the cars were dogfighting every race. Like every race had a 4-person dogfight at the top, and even in qualifying, all that kind of seating round, all that stuff. It was cool, man. Like it was really, really cool to watch. And then they had the trucks out there too, like the stadium trucks. That makes me want to get out.
Are so good.
Yeah.
With the little tire, like the pokey back tires.
Oh,
what
man.
do they call those? The spikes, basically. Rubber spikes. I just love that look.
Dude, they were so rad. And I was just like,
people race those. Like you have to use this tire.
I know. Yeah, well, that was one of the things they were all fighting for traction out there because it wasn't a like today track.
Sandy. It was sandy.
Yeah.
It was very loose. Yeah. Kurt Busch was there. Did you guys see that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he got into like the A main, I thought, in one of his classes. There's guys running like 3 or 4 classes out there, but it was cool seeing some of the cars because it wasn't just associated. I think that's what people kind of.
There was Tamiya cars out there, and all
Yosho,
Yosho, yep.
There was a couple tracks.
People like coming in from Japan and like.
Yeah. Dude, you know what was cool?
Of Tamiya or Team Associated before, so they found the original guy was there doing autographs with Rona and all those guys, man.
So
I'm not a big race guy, so I don't know all the names.
Yeah,
I just had fun watching.
I don't know.
I love that. It was very backyard racing looking, the track.
It totally was. Yeah. I mean, there was guys that were really good, but then that was the top like 20 probably, and then the rest of them were good, but they were all the same level and they were just dogfighting. It was so racing.
Could anybody compete in it, or did you have to get an invite?
Yeah. No, anyone could compete in it. So I'm like, next year I might save up for it. They said they might do it every year or every 2 years.
Did you see the 1-to-1 that they had there too?
The
Team Associated. That thing's got a lot of stuff, but I still want to see it in person. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Well, what was cool too is the arena it was in. It was in like a legit like hockey arena, like not a small hockey. Like
I would love those. So I watched, and so there's not a lot of people watching the race in what I saw, and some of the behind the scenes. Maybe it's but they're either at their pits and listening. But like, there's all those seats that are around it. I'm like, man, how cool would it be to fill those? Like to get people to come and watch.
Yeah,
bring your families, people. I know they don't want to come, but make them.
yeah, for the whole day of Maine. I know.
You sit your butt in that seat, and you like it, or you don't. Get
I know, right?
You don't get the popcorn.
Dude, you know what was cool? They had a truck class where they had Blackfoots and Monster Beetles racing. I was like, that's like RC Pro-Am stuff. Like it was so cool. I was pumped to see that.
I think, man. So we have a retro class, but I want to do like a retro 2-wheel drive class.
Yeah.
And have like lunch boxes and some of that stuff.
Well, I don't know if you remember, they used to have Clodbuster races.
So good.
Like they used to put Clodbusters on a track like that and just let them run and race. And I was like, oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that would suck so bad to try to race a clodbuster, like, but it would be pretty cool. Like, if everyone had the same one,
force gear and everything, you had to do it stock. Man, it'd be a cool stock class, like they're semi trucks. It'd be a cool, like you have to run their wheels and tires. You have to, you know, stinks for aftermarket people, but there should be like drop one of the classes to a stocker.
Yeah.
We've got other ones that use the wheels and tires. It's all good. Speaking of wheels and tires, J Concepts has crazy sales that Pablo sent me on their 2.6s. So it'll work out for you if you get a lot.
$15.
If you get a lot, because the shipping is where you get it. Like a lot of your gains are lost in shipping if you only buy one set. If you get a couple, it'll work itself.
Now they had Renegades, the 2 6 3 8s or whatever they are, for $15 a set. I was like, oh, I gotta go get some of those. So,
yeah, that's a pretty good set.
I don't have the wheels for it. Well, and they have the full setup.
That's like half off, right? Because normally they're like $30. Because it's like you pay 60 in wheels and 60 in tires, and you're $120 for monster truck stuff.
Yeah. Well, so I don't know if you saw the link that I sent you, not just the picture. The link I sent you had the full sets of tires and wheels for no, not glued, $80.
Oh, so even more savings. Oh no, because it'd be 60. Oh, did they have anywhere they were just selling wheels?
It was no, I don't think so.
No,
it was wheels and tires.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
for 4 wheels and 4 tires. Oh, heck yeah!
That's saving you another $10.
Easy. Yeah.
So because normally 120, so you're getting a good deal on that.
Yep.
And so anybody that's running an LMT,
and they were
you don't know what you're missing out by driving those tires that come with it. They're so heavy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're so heavy. You put the J Concepts on.
The Renegades.
Even the Pro Line ones are heavy. Like the rubber is thick and the plastic is thick. If you're racing, you really want to run the J Concepts. If you're bashing, that other stuff's amazing. It's great.
Yeah. The Renegades on the LMT, Dalton runs those, and they're rad, dude. Like
they're my favorite tire.
Real racing. I don't. I don't know if do you think they're a good racing tire, or are they just a favorite tire? Because they're my favorite tire. I don't know if they're. I think the golden years would probably.
Well, they have the racer ones now too, where they shave down.
They shave the corner,
Firestorms or whatever. They shave the edges.
Yeah, that was the one that I would say is probably a better race tire. But
I don't have traction roll if I'm on dirt. That's if you're doing carpet.
Oh no, because they're so wide and firm, they just plant and go through. They're pretty rad.
Yeah, and if you're in dirt, they just slide. So you don't really traction roll. So I don't know what the ones that are shaved are for, but I think the Renegades are amazing. It's my favorite tire with their new inserts in them. So if you're gonna do them, get their race inserts or get I don't run theirs, to be honest. Like I run the Crawler Innovation ones foams.
Oh, okay.
And then I put a vent in them, and there's literally like an air gap that's just like you push down, and then it's firm under that.
Oh, nice.
It's amazing. So they hook up so good. Anyway, that's the way
I love the way
I would run them.
Dalton's truck seems like it just hooks so hard. He can rip it, and the front end comes up and lets it down, lets it come back up, lets it down. I mean, if he wants to, anyway, he can do that. But it's pretty rad. That vintage stuff, dude, I think I don't know if it was as big, like if everyone saw it or not, but it was pretty cool. Like I wish they had Elite
was consumed with it. Like Keep RC Fun was there filming.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
People were posting stuff. John Schultz was
Jamison
there.
was down there. Yeah. PNW RC was down
big
there.
Guys. Yep. PNW RC. Yep.
Yeah, I want to go down there next year, maybe. I think it'd be fun to get a truck and go down. I almost think it would be more fun to watch. Like, as much as I would love to go and race it, I think it'd probably be more fun if you went down and watched a day of racing and then got to do a day of Vegas and then go home. You know what I mean? Like, because I think
just enjoy it.
Yeah, because racing down there, it seems like it's just too deep. You know, like too many classes.
It's a long day too. Like it's long a weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that's half the fun. You're hanging out with everybody in the pits. You're chatting. Some of those guys were still building their stuff when they got there. I don't know if you saw any of the big, like.
That's what was some of the cool storylines, is that they would show up and they'd be like, "Hey, I'm not fully done." Like Charlie Suga was down there, and that was his story, is that he didn't finish building his car, and like 4 people took it and traded working on it and fixed it up for him to race. So Chong said he painted 2 bodies for that race.
I saw that.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, it was pretty cool. Next year it'd be fun to go to, or whenever they do it again. But what's next on the list?
All right, let's do a mashup of SCX24 and Why Buy More.
Okay.
So the SCX24 would be, I just posed you because I didn't know what to talk about exactly, but it's just one of those things with the SCX30 coming up is what people are talking about more and more. Like, why did the SCX24 do some of this stuff? So it's kind of like, what would you do to it if you were able to rethink it from the ground up?
That's a tough one.
2.0. I don't want to start with you because I live in the world of 24 and minis, so I've been thinking about it for a long time, and we've got some of our 24 guys in here, so I'd love to hear what they have to say as well, if they're still in here. I saw Will in here. I saw Go Man Go in here for a little bit, but I know they get up early for work, so they might be gone. I saw Matt in here as well. What's up, Reefs RC? The man with the coolest crawler on the planet right
What's
now.
Up, guys? What's up?
If you guys have not seen the XP10, you need to see it. They're posting videos like from Proline by the Fire of those things running, and it's just like I remember trying to hit that line, and I did not get that line, and they made it look easy.
I know.
Good stuff. Their whole lineup's looking good, man. Their wheels, their tires are super sticky. And even when I posted tomorrow morning, the Exo Cage video he was the first person I saw when I got there, and he was going to run. I'm like, hey, can I come film you and talk with you? Well, I mean, it's Thursday. I just got there in the rental. They didn't know where I was supposed to be. I didn't have I wasn't signed up for the event. So I didn't have if you pre-registered, you're supposed to get there a certain time. And I'm like, I'm kind of here to do some stuff for you guys. I don't know what you want me to do.
Right.
So they just kind of had me pull up by the Porter Johns behind their tent, and then I just got out and hung out with Operation 11 Charlie and Joe, and then walked around a little bit. Anyway, I ran into Joe, and he was running his new Carbon X, but he had the Reefs tires on. Those tires, man, they've got several of them that I really like. And I thought I'd love the cheaters the most because they're so great, but I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where I just need to get more wheels and keep them all on the ready.
That's what I'm starting to think about for crawling too. They did already? I heard something about that they had a few left. Did you get yours, Tony?
I didn't yet. I was talking with my wife about what I would have to do.
He was talking about it.
I was, but after having coming back from this and having some companies reach out to me about doing products, I realized I need to get my camera game up again. So, like you said, I loaned them some mics when I was there from my cameras that I was running. And even when I was looking back at some of that, man, it was just hunting and pecking. Like focus sucked for it. And I was like, I need to up the game. We'll talk about that in the new tech for YouTube later. I just dropped a lot of coin on.
When you told me, I was like, what?
It's a lot. It's a lot. But if I want to get back into doing this, I need it to be easy and I need it to work. And I'm tired of having to redo stuff because I didn't get focus and stuff. So anyway, we're talking about the SCX24 redo. What would you do? I think they should partner with Reefs on the servos.
100%. Like that's one of the first things I was going to say is like, they need a better servo system.
Right
out of the box, that servo.
Dude, you awesome. I'm gonna be so jealous of so many people seeing those Founders parts blinging around because you won't. Those are one-offs. Even if they decide to do anything more with it, which they're not saying they are, they for sure
Right.
said those parts are one and done for the Founders. Like some of the blinged parts they did, which is cool
Reef,
and they could do. So
if you're still in here and you ever consider doing the 500 in pink, I guess you can't see this car in pink, but that's tied up. But I won't move the mic or the thing. But Olivia needs some. What's that?
It's a pretty pink. It's not like a light pink. It's pink.
She needs some 500s in pink, man. 100%. Like
not bubblegum though. That's like
it's
bright
like
pink.
It's like a fuchsia hot pink, electric pink, I think is what they call it. This pink. I have a body right here. She loves her purple 299 in her, and you can see her other buggy way down there. She has a 299 in that one. But this pink, it's like an electric pink on that blue. Oh, if you came out with a pink raw 500, she would be flipping out. I could tell you that right now. And she's going to be, John didn't know this, but we're going to be dabbling in some nitro truggy this season. So we're going to need 2 more. I forgot about that. I'm going to need 2 more.
Reef. That's going to be
yeah,
engine is where I think I see them going into engine, the nitro engine market next.
Yeah.
They're going to take it over and bring it back and make it cool again.
I was going to say, I totally forgot.
That's the first place I go when I get into a place and I know they're there. I always go over. I got to say, hey.
Yeah.
But they've been good to me. And they changed the game on the servo in the beginning, those early ones. And I'm just thankful our hobby town was like, they were on it. I don't know if they found out about him from a NURSA or where they ended up getting, but it was like the old school logo stuff. You know, the military printed on like font and all that. There was no shield. But yeah, so we got in early buying their stuff for our crawlers because they were pushed to us saying this is the best thing you could get for your crawler because the torque was so stupid. And I think I don't even remember what the first one, 444, I think was the first one I got. Wasn't the fastest one, but man, we weren't talking speed at that time. We were trail crawling and we just wanted torque. We wanted power because we were getting stuck against stuff and it would push through.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's cool to see what Reef has done with the company, where they've taken it, the people they've added. They're just one, awesome people, but 2 like really, really talented guys that they've got there. So wish him the best. In fact, I'm over here. I'm looking, I got the drag wheels over there. I got 2 sets of his drag wheels. So awesome.
For all that
awesome
drag racing.
We just did parking lots, man.
Yeah, I know.
And one of them were just so cool. I had to have.
Right?
Yep.
The kahunas or whatever they were.
Right? Anytime you number something, sheesh. Like that one, they only had their number and that's all they were going to sell. I love it. So, but yeah.
That's where it's at.
I was hoping to squeeze some of it together. And then as I started editing ProLine stuff, I was like, I have to spend my money on this.
I forgot. I totally forgot that I had to pick up 2 more servos. It's nice that he popped in to remind me.
All right, so SCX24. Did anybody comment about it? We started talking about Reef because he popped in. All right, here's a couple.
I'm going to say servo. And okay, so maybe you got this figured out, but I didn't ever get this figured out.
Also hated Dirk. That's why I pop in.
The thing that drove me crazy all the time was the batteries.
On the SCX24s?
Just the I felt like there was nothing universal for the battery, like a universal size. It's like it was hard to. I don't know. I just never when
All
I
the
was
same
into
for
it.
the STX24. Like the
Well,
ones
from
made
the
by,
box.
yeah, those were all the same. And then there's a ton of options within that. You can get narrow ones or short ones, but running that JST connection was, I actually like the connector. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I like it the way it snaps in better than the red ones that, because there's like the GST PH 2.0 and the GST. I wish that they would use different names instead of using the same name with different shapes for their connectors. That drives
Right.
me crazy. But that's not the SCX24. That's just battery manufacturers and plug people. But
Being
um,
jerks.
yeah, I actually like the connector better than the red. I feel like it snaps together better. In fact, it's hard to get out sometimes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't like slide out like the red ones for me don't connect super well.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
what else? You don't like the battery. That's not, I mean, that's an easy whatever.
I think there's technology now where it must come with a better powertrain. Like
Motor's
I
garbage. Perfect in the STX30, never was good enough for the STX24.
no.
The
Yeah.
Red Cat 32 has a bigger motor in it than the STX24.
Really?
Oh yeah. Have you not seen the video where they show it all at
Uh-uh.
yeah. It's bigger.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, so powertrain there, that's a definite.
Yeah.
So electronic stuff, it sounds like you're hitting in on some of that.
Okay, so are you, for me, the bodies, I don't need them to be hard body. I like the Lexan bodies. Hard bodies are nice,
General market likes the detail. So non-RC people that are just coming in and they see it on the shelf, and there's a Traxxas one on the shelf at the same time. The Traxxas is a nice hard body Defender, whatever, super detailed. Kid that doesn't do RC or think about performance is going to go for the cooler one.
Yeah.
Those
I don't know. What do you think about kit version?
A kit?
Yeah.
I don't see it selling. I don't think that's their market.
You know what I think would be rad?
I think there's so much. I think the other thing is the aftermarket's so huge for it. Like they are going to lean into that, and people. I think that Axial made a mistake by making a Pro, SCX10 Pro, or whatever they call it. Their 10 scale Pro. I don't think that people are coming to Axial looking for a Pro buggy. They're looking to the aftermarket for that stuff.
So here's why I think it would be awesome. Now, hear me out on this. This is a huge leap. You ready? If I had a line on buying a SCX24 kit that was along the same lines as the Traxxas Slash kit, I would buy that in bulk and teach classes on a Saturday morning and have kids and parents come and build their SCX24 and go out and drive it.
You and Mark Santa Maria will be singing Kumbaya together, doing the classes on builds. I get it.
Dude, but for the 24,
it's not selling 30,000 units.
But here's the thing, the 24 is a good price point to do that on. Right? Like versus, or maybe it's like a partially pre-assembled kit.
They tried it with the ECX Barrage 12 and it didn't work. They had stuff partially assembled, like the hard stuff, shocks and things like that, and trying to get people to teach classes and build, and it didn't do well. So I think that for us hobbyists that are so ingrained in the hobby, that's a great idea. I think for hobby shops and stores that are busy and just want to move units, it's not going to work. So
come on, Tony.
I'm just being real, dude. Tony. Like I had to have myself kicked down multiple times at Proline by the Fire with great ideas I thought were great. but it's like you're too close to it. You think it's great because you spend every day thinking about this stuff. Most people don't. They walk into a shop and they look at what's on the shelves and they pick one of them for their first one or their second one, their third one. It's a whole different mind game that they've got to try and think through. Like, how do we make them pick ours? Cost is going to be one of it. I think size, but now it's like the SCX30, they've got a small one for indoors. Do they try and stay small with the 24? Do they go a little bigger? Do they put wide? Do they go? Do they +4 the axles right from the get-go and make it a wider axle with better steering? Because most people, not us comp guys, most people are buying the LGRP, the Mofo, the Endura +4 or +8, whatever the heck they are, axles, and putting them under them, which basically makes it the same as an 18th scale size. But I think if you do that, you still keep your 24 scale body and keep it smaller. There's something about the 24 scale. I just like the look of them better. Like if I were to pick one, I would always choose the smaller one because at some point I'm like, well, then I'll just get a big one and do the big stuff. Like, like 12 scale doesn't make sense. I think just make a 10 scale. Just that's not a big enough jump in size. Like the 24 to 30 is a big jump. 24 to 10th is a big jump.
Okay, so I have
16, and you're like, it's too big to carry in my backpack or my luggage or take somewhere just for fun. If I'm going to take something that big, I'll just take my 10th scale.
I don't think an 18 scale is too big. I've been looking at getting into getting a Red Cat 18.
Their new one. Guess what the body is on it?
What?
It's a 24 scale body.
If
you put the new Apex body up to any of the SCX24s, it would work on it. It's way smaller than any of the other 18 scale bodies. It's a 24 scale body on 18 scale wheel or axles. And then they stretch
Toy Box
further with the wheels.
Says he likes 18 scale better than 24 scale. I don't know. I don't know because I haven't tried it a lot yet, but I think a little bit bigger than the 24 scale would be nice. Or maybe because I like to do my stuff outdoors, not indoors. And I think the 18th scale lends itself a little bit better to natural terrain than 24 scale does.
Mm-hmm. But see, I think of all the people in the cold weather that run them for indoor stuff, and I think the smaller is better. And the 18 scale is just, I can't carry as many of them with me. I can't run it as well in my house. Like I only get so many lines. It does.
How many?
20.
20. Do you
12?
really?
I want 12.
We have 2 24 scales right now. 2.
That's your problem. I got at least 10 times that many.
I know you do. We have 2.
And I have, like, of all the ones that I sell, guess which ones I sell? 18 scale. They're just.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't like them as good as the 24 scale. The Axial 24 is the easiest car to take down and rebuild from ground, from fully built, tear it down and rebuild it complete.
False.
Is the easiest car you could ever rebuild.
Way.
No, not
no
false
way. No, I am not going to agree with
so
that.
Fast. So fast.
Okay. So how could it be
3 screws take out the transmission? 3 screws, you pull the whole transmission out. 3 more screws,
so
you can get to the motor, take it out.
You just don't put one of the screws in, and you have 3 screws there. Or you only put 2 screws in, and then you don't have to do, because it's got 4 screws, so put 2 opposing screws in.
Just the axles alone. With worm gears, you can tear down, and with the diff covers, it's so fast to tear them down.
Who wants gross worm gears? Can't do anything with worm
gears are, I don't know, they don't break. You don't ever break your worm gear, I'll tell you that much.
So much,
you never grind up the gears and be like, oh crap, I need to get a new.
So much slop in worm gears.
That there's not nearly as much slop as there is in these portals on all these other trucks.
That's why you don't run portals. The
The
entire reason I didn't
SCX24 floppy and it's
pursue
geared.
more 24 skills. I prefer outdoors with my RC cars. Thank you very much, Tony. I'm too
Well, there you
cold.
go. So the one thing that is nice is they have bigger screws, but every single one of the 18 scale sucks to tear down compared to an SCX24. The Traxxas is terrible. Taking that thing apart is a nightmare. It takes forever. If you just want to change the gears that are in the axles from plastic to the metal ones,
I'm with
an hour long.
Yeah, or changing the motor to the speed motor or to the low torque motor.
All of that takes forever. I can rebuild the whole pretty much truck on an SCX24 in an hour.
I'll give you that.
Rebuild it. I can't.
I don't know.
Shocks,
I'll give you that on the Traxxas, but I think
I can overdrive the front. I can put new links on. I can put a new motor in. All of that so fast on the SCX24 and be done with a complete build. So fast.
I bet you I could pick. We should do a challenge. 10 scale crawler versus 24 scale crawler. And I'll cheat and I'll win.
Okay.
But we should still do the challenge.
For you.
What's that?
So, I have people working on stuff off camera for you. Quick, you guys need to start disassembling this axle. It takes forever. The only thing that would get you is your spec RC wheels would suck if you had to change tires.
Yeah.
I'd be grabbing my Endura 5 screws and be done.
Yeah. You'd be like, hey,
I got the sweet new wheels and tires on here. So here's what I would do. I would do a new motor, bigger motor. I would do bigger than even like the Baby Goliath. Not as great as those motors work. I mean, look at what Red Cat did with theirs. Go that size. That motor was smooth as a brush motor out of the box. Yeah. I think you leave the transmission somewhat the same. It's the most simple transmission of them all to work on. Keep it simple. It works great. I wouldn't change the worm gears. Again, it's so easy to overdrive them. It's so easy to do any change out on it. Like you pull the diff cover off and you pull the drive shaft off and they all pop out. And it's pretty easy.
I'm not a big fan of worm gears.
So it's got drag brake built into it. They're bulletproof. They're easy to overdrive, underdrive. It's silly. I would do the double jointed axles. I would make your steering better. So steering has to be better. I like what they did with the SCX30 with the sliders off the diffs too, off the axles to just help get.
I haven't seen one of those close enough yet to really know.
They've got the angled plastic off the axle to the drive shaft to kind of help it slide from the links over the axle. I would do that on them. So here's the main thing: like people are going to have if you look at any custom truck, what makes it yours still, what makes it an axial still is if they keep your transmission and they keep your axles. People are going to change shocks. People are going to change links. You want them to because they're plastic out of the box. People are going to change chassis and they don't want another axial chassis. They don't want you to make them a comp chassis. I'm just going to say it because even if you do come out with one, they're going to change it to the person whose chassis they want. Like people they are cult followers, right? So you have your 24 Yeps, you have your Maz designs, you have your killer chassis, you've got, all these different profit designs, you've got all these different people making stuff in the aftermarket that people have like an allegiance to.
Yeah.
So they want to support them and do their thing. It's like people with reefs, right? You're going to change your servo, even if they give you a good servo. And even if it was a reef servo and you didn't know it, a lot of people would change their servo to a reef servo or an NSDRC servo or whoever their brand of servo is, they're going to do it.
Is that loud?
Oh, crap. The Baby Goliaths are out of stock. I got hundreds of them here. I got to go back to my website and fix that. Yeah, I got a bunch of them. I didn't know that they said they were out of stock. That's a little loud. It ain't too bad. We can talk over it. Anyway, so if I were them, I would look at motor changes are cheap. I think you bring the price of it up because you got to separate it from the SCX30, but you have to make it better. than the SCX30, and it's not right now. So I would put brass rings probably in the wheels.
Yes.
That's
well. And what about
easy
shock?
way. I would keep using the Proline shocks. They're amazing. They have them. They're on
Okay,
this new
so
one.
I haven't had one. I haven't had one since they did that.
This one right here comes with them. Comes with Proline wheels and tires. They actually look decent scale to it. The truck still too big. Still too big. Stop trying to make it look stupid. Stop. Just stop it. Make it.
What part looks stupid?
The huge wheels, the tires they put on these trucks.
Oh,
they're so big. They're way too big. This is much more scale to the truck. I had to cut my fenders because I slammed it. But you let this sit down, and I could have left it. But they rub right out of the box. They rub on the bodies.
So what about
whoever came up with that? Stop it. Like, stop thinking that it'll clear more things if I give them bigger tires. It doesn't. What it does is it makes it sit higher. It's more top heavy. It's going to roll over more easily. Small tires. The SCX30 tires look like real tires you would put on a Jeep. Like, mall crawlers still. Like, not super off-roady, but they didn't roll because the weight was set down because of that. So I would do some of those things. You don't even have to invest a ton of money into it. You've got some of the stuff. Use the stuff you already have molded through Proline. Use it. But I would do brass. I would do brass in it. I'd put brass rings in it, or brass something low. Right. What they need is low weight under, especially if they're going to do hard bodies.
Yeah,
counter it with weight somewhere.
That's the problem. Yeah.
So, but main thing they need is more steering angle. I think they could go a little wider if they want it, especially if they're putting huge tires on.
Oh
them.
no! Oh no!
Can't believe. What'd you do? Drop it in? You break it?
Inside? I think I stripped out the pillow ball. Oh.
Whoops.
She's gone.
So anyway, that's what I would do. I think bent plastic links are fine. I think you put a little bit of a skid, maybe move your skid forward a little. People aren't looking under it to be scale, especially people buying it for the hard body. They're not looking for it to have a scale. I would move the whole transmission and stuff forward. If you're going to angle your skid, do that just behind the wheels. Too many people, too many companies do the angled skid, but then they start it here. And guess what that is? That's a good spot to slide and hang up on that angle before you even get over it. If you're going to angle it, move the whole thing forward just a bit to here so that they'll slide over it, like off their tires and get over it. When your links and your tires go to all the way to here before you have that drop down, it's going to hang there, right? It's right in your belly. Make the belly part of it up. But people just think they're going by looks. And a lot of it is people take a design anyway, and they just put the wrong links on the front, and they stretch that skid back further, and then you're going to hang on it. So you did it. Is it coming out?
I think so. The problem is, I think I just bought this as a replacement part. I think I did. Oh man, it's going to be a workout getting this thing out. Woo! It's coming. Here it comes, Tony.
Get it.
Yeah, we got it. I hope I have the replacement part. Pretty sure I got it.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Anyway, I don't think they need to do a whole lot. I think it's very simple stuff. Definitely a better servo.
Definitely better servo.
Better servo, better motor. And then some of it's just the design. Just you can use the same materials and all that. Just change your bend points on your chassis. just a little bit. Or do it all plastic like you did with the other one, knowing that people are going to trade it out anyway. Honestly, you could do a plastic chassis if you wanted, all molded like the SCX30. Ain't gonna cry about it.
Should I send it?
Send it.
I know I have another one.
What do you mean send it? Like, I want to see whatever you're thinking about doing.
Well, okay, so the
send
bit
it usually means go
the
for
bit
it.
I have for it, or the bit that I have that fits, I'd have to like jam it and like drive it home.
Then you can't get it out.
Probably not.
You have to really wiggle it and bend it and.
Well, no. I mean, it'll go home. It'll go all the way down. I just don't know if I'll be able to get it all the way out. Like get it out after it goes home.
Right.
Too much.
Usually, can't you back it out a little bit and then get it to loosen? Just hit it in reverse one and then go back in with a regular tool. And
No. I'm talking the socket.
Oh, you won't be able to get the actual piece out.
Yes.
Because it'll be stripped out when you're done.
Yeah.
Put a new one in. Don't send it.
Come on.
That'd be a nightmare later. In a race, you gotta fix it quick.
You're a nightmare, Tony.
Mm-mm. Anyway, that's all I had to say on the SCX24.
Should we do mail call now that I'm looking for my extra parts?
Yeah.
Okay.
And size everything just a little bit bigger for 1.5 screws.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. No Phillips heads. They don't have them on the SCX24, but
the only thing is they can't go smaller. That was the thing. The only way they could do those screws is with Phillips head.
Can you see that?
It's a lot, dude.
It's a lot of parts. It's a lot of
much?
Huh? What?
Like the world was ending or something?
Well,
tariffs?
You know,
tariff fears.
Maybe.
Are you Y2K buying?
I've got some toilet paper in the next room.
Have you been listening to that African preacher that said the world was going to end on October 16th?
Not that one, but a couple other ones. I wanted to make sure I could play after it all went, after the STF or STHF or whatever they call it. So I got some parts here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But wait. Got another.
What's that?
Huh? It's just more parts.
Oh, more parts. Another box.
Yeah. Yeah. But so we got some nice
favorite 5 things in there.
Favorite 5 things?
What are the best parts you bought?
None of this stuff is cool, really, to be honest. It's just like A-arms to get us through the season. So here's the thing. Part support might be a little tough this year. I'm not sure if we're having trackside part support. Since we have
hangar?
Yeah, or at the turf. So since we have so many in the fleet, I've got to make sure we have parts to keep going.
Because you're not at diehard where you can go and just buy this stuff.
Well, no, we are at diehard. I just don't think they're going to have trackside part support yet at the hangar. Diehard isn't a hobby shop. They're just track.
Oh, so who sells the parts at the track?
There was a
trailer.
There's a company that comes up in a trailer called Extreme RC.
Okay.
And they've been doing a different deal with different tracks. So they haven't been at our track over the summer, and makes it difficult because now you got to be like, okay, now you got to stock the parts. There's really nothing cool in this box here, but this is kind of cool. Maybe I'll open one and see if we can get it started. I got 3. It is a light for, so my thought was the hangar's going to be pretty dark in there.
Yeah.
So they're clear.
Oh, are those the ones you showed inside the car? Oh, it's a whip.
No, this is a whip.
Oh, that'd be wicked.
So I'll see if I can. I don't know if this has juice in it or not.
Are you
To
allowed
plug
to
it in.
run those? It seems like it'd be distracting to the other drivers.
Do you think I asked?
No?
No. No. Why would I ask, Tony?
Rumor has it Hobbytown Redmond might hop on for part support.
That I've heard that, but that's I don't know. I don't know. So
I've been hearing it over here in Michigan, so I
oh,
just want to share that with you.
okay.
Oh, Andrew Chong also says that rumor has it that
Oh,
they might
yeah.
hop on.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, he must have just said it. Too many Ugga-Duggas?
Can you see this?
No.
Kind of bright.
Make it you full.
Hold
Turn
on.
up your overheads.
Let me see.
Shut down power.
I know.
Don't cut off your computer.
I won't. Hold on.
And you have so many lights in there. There's fluorescent lights. There's
I know.
LED lights. You got whips. Oh, I see the pink now glowing on that. That should be enough. Because we can see it. It's like a lightsaber.
Hold on.
Oh, that lighting was better anyway. Wait, go back to what you had. That was sick. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
What's that?
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yeah.
Baseballs.
Yes, I remember that from Spaceballs. But
When
how
you turn
cool?
the lights back on, just turn that one back on because that was super rad.
Okay. Look how rad that's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna ruin everybody's footage.
Come on. That's gonna be all blown out. How sweet is that?
That's cool. I'll give it to you. It ain't bad. That's the kind of weird.
That's gonna be
Where
sick.
would you want it? Would it be better in the to see the car moving in the back of the car or the front? Would be better as a driver?
Like this? Can you see it moving? I don't know. Or is it better like this? The front.
I'm just saying when you're trying to track with it, I don't know if I'd want it leading the front of the car. Probably the back.
Yeah, well, yeah, the back. It can only go like center mass really, or the back of it. Hold on. That lighting is better. Is that what you said? No, Tony.
Yeah. No, something else was different. That's not great.
That's all. That's the difference.
Okay.
Or do you want? I can put house lights back. Hey, back out of the car will indicate the attitude of the chassis. True.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I would want the whip in the back.
So, Chong, you have an MB4. Here's what my plan is. I'm going to look at a piece that I can 3D print. This is my chassis, not Olivia's. Olivia runs the MB4. I'm going to look for a piece that I can 3D print here that bolts in, that has one
shock tower
red LED that goes through the frame rail. Yep, in the shock tower. And the MB4 has the new radio receiver that you can program your lights. So the idea is I'm going to do it so that it's proportional to her brake. So when she lets off the gas, it's going to come on. When she gets on all the way on the gas, on the brake. When she lets off the gas, it's going to come on. But when she puts on the brake, it's going to get brighter. That's what I'm going to do with hers because she's got the MB4. I don't, either does Dalton. That's going to be sick. That's the plan. Look at this. I got little mood lighting down there. See that?
Oh, yeah. I like it.
I'm going to turn on the rest of the lights. It's too dark in here. I'm scared. Now I got to move all this crap that you made me knock over. Thanks, Tony. Thanks a lot.
I'm just here trying my best.
Do it for the gram. Clinic, we need one more. In case you're listening, Clinic RC, we need one more. I bought 3. So the idea was we're going to put that on her nitro car. And then we have the purple or that pink strip that we looked at before. That's going to go across in her electric buggy. But now we have, I think I want to put another one like that on her electric buggy. And then we need another one for the truggy now. But it's pretty sick. I thought it was pretty rad. Dang it, Tony. I don't know if I have that part.
What part?
The part that I was partially stripping.
Oh no. Well then full send it.
You're a bad influence, Tony.
You wanted to. You wanted to do it anyway. So just do it.
I know.
Be that guy. I don't care.
Be that guy. I could have
It's not my
swore I
birthday.
got the part. I could have
I
swore
know I
I
would
got
be ticked off later when I wouldn't be able to get it off. It'd
Well,
make me
you know
so
what's going to be
mad.
what's the worst is that I'm going to end up sending it, and then I can't get it off later, and then I'm going to be like, I'm going to find the part in my toolbox, and be like, oh hey, there it is. That's going to be what's going to happen. But that's always what happens. What's next on the
Sounds like you got a problem.
What's next on the agenda? Can you share that screen? I have it up already.
Oh yeah, I can click on it. Mail call. Oh, I can do my mail. Well, I showed my mail call already.
Wait.
I have one more mail
I
call.
forgot. I have one that one up your mail call.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it.
Why don't you do your mail call first?
Okay, because you
Go
got
ahead.
one up me.
Do yours first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I gotta
it's
drop
not
the mic.
actually here yet, but it'll be here tomorrow, and I'll forget about it by next
Oh,
week.
that was really lame.
I got. I want to show this
Ooh.
titanium mini MB1 Pro. So
That's
it's a
cool.
titanium chassis, and you get the links and all that they set up for it, so that you don't mess it up. I saw it at Proline by the Fire, and I was like, amazing. And I know some of my buddies, in fact, they're on his page. Some of their builds are on it, like here. And they're getting cooler and cooler. So I'll find one like this one's all decked out with the motors and the interiors and all that. Pretty rad.
Nice.
So I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. I also ordered the interiors from Pint Size Crawler, who makes the interior. And then basically
Nice.
what he does is I just buy the Harley Designs Ecotech, and you shrink it down and put it in here. So, but if you're looking for these, if you, I got it from VTech Electronics, and they were at Proline by the Fire, and then I started looking. I find out that Pint Size Crawlers, the ones that made the interiors, and reached out to him and bought those. And then he said to get the Ecotech from Harley Designs. It's like $5 for the file. And you just print it smaller. So yeah,
Nice.
That was that simple. They're hard to get your hands on. They were sold out, but I have number 79. Chose that number because of my birthday year. I had a choice in the different numbers of the bills because they're, I think, serial numbered. So,
Chong, here's your
got?
parts. Oh, I was just showing Chong. That's his parts for a short course truck. Okay, you ready?
Sweet.
You ready?
It's a magic trick. Gonna pull a rabbit or handkerchief out. Oh, the piece de la resistance. All right, full screen. I hold it still because you're a little grainy on my end. Spec RC pink and blue wheels. Dude.
Yes.
I saw those when he posted them on Instagram.
Sick, right?
I never wanted like colored wheels before.
I know, me too.
And then
So
AC
boom.
Desert Rider, they are sold out on the site, but he had some come in. So message him because it was sold out when I ordered from him because he's getting back in from we we'll get to that because those are probably sold out too. But they get
there
back
you go.
in from Proline by the Fire. He's been working the orders and he had some come in. Oh, those are sick. 5 spokes.
Yeah.
So he sells them
Yep.
with the ring this time. Because I remember when I got specs, I had to buy rings. So is he doing rings for him now?
Yep.
Okay.
He
Anyway,
makes rings now. Yeah.
Reach directly out to them and see if they have any left. It's a hot ticket item. And I will say they're not cheap. They're like the Spec RC wheels.
Totally worth it.
They're custom made, bent, welded, all that kind of stuff. You don't get that cheap.
Nope. Pretty rad. So he sent out that, and then he sent out, what was the other thing in the box? Where'd it go? I said I couldn't show it. And I lost it. I got a hat. Well, the kid's got a hat. My dome's too big, but I got a hat. I don't know where I put it.
A Spec RC hat?
Thought I brought it. Yeah, I thought I brought it out.
Nice.
Didn't I bring it out? I thought I said, I can't show you that.
Oh, let's talk about your shirt you're wearing. That was the thing we we're going to talk about. The
Oh,
back.
yeah.
This is new.
So I did this by hand. I did this by hand for a test.
Iron on?
And it's too low. Yeah. Well, heat press. And it's
do
too
you have
low.
a heat press unit? You have one of those heat presses?
No. So I tested it with an iron.
Oh, yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
Heat press it or iron it. I'd say a heat press definitely gets more pressure and applied consistent heat.
Yeah.
For longevity. Yeah. But is it screen printed and then heat transferred?
No, it's digitally printed and heat transferred.
Okay.
So screen print, you can't get all the resolution,
right,
as you would do with an
using that same kind of ink, though. It's not like a transfer ink because you have white in there,
right?
So that's not typically something you could do on a black shirt.
No, right. And so I wanted to test it, so I did them, and they turned out pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
does it come on a fabric-ish style material, or is it on a plastic type?
It's on a plastic type material.
Yeah.
Like, you can't see how crisp it is, I don't think. But it's super crisp.
Yeah.
It's very crisp. And it's pretty dope. So pretty dope. There it is. Wow. So
that's the guy that prints your trophies?
Well, it's a wholesale printer. It's an automated printer.
Yeah.
So,
I thought you said he was out of Michigan. Did he move? Because the last order did not come out of Michigan.
No, it's drop shipped. So it's not a he. It's like a big print
but the last drop ship came out of Troy, Michigan. This last one didn't. It still came very fast. However, you drop shipped it came super fast, but it didn't come from Troy.
Huh?
Like in the past, it came from Troy.
Sometimes it says from my address. It goes straight from my address over there, is what it says. But
maybe that's what happened. But it still came from probably Troy. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an industry printer. When you do as much printing as we did, you get access to these printers, which are basically like, if you can picture a warehouse with 50 printers going, if not more, printing large format, like the biggest things you can think printing. That's the kind of robot that does it. So, it's pretty rad. Super good. But yeah, so I'm happy with it. The idea that I want to do with these is I'm working on a website for the Drive Like a Girl program. And the whole goal with that not only is just to teach the girls locally, but is to branch out and to go to around the nation. Here's a package. Let us know what you need. We have all the art under our house, under our thing, but everything else is a package to teach and all that. But what I want to do, I'm thinking about doing like a made to order shirt service or merch or whatever, and Tony calls up, he's like, I want a 2XL like this. and then we say shipping happens on third week of every month, and you'll get it right after that. And then it would be like, I haven't thought about pricing or anything like that, but it would be more than what the shirt would typically cost if you bought it, but it would be because it would be a donation to the program to help us do whatever we do, buy parts for the girls, buy tires for the girls. That's also kind of why, like for dirt and stuff like that, why I have so many stuff like
So
this.
it's more of a fundraising tool. The shirt side of it would be. So instead of just saying, I just want to donate money, it's like I donate money, but then you're like, well, here, have a shirt so you can also spread the word, and it's a talking point. So some people hate that. Like, so I worked for nonprofits for many years, right?
Yeah.
And some people are like, don't give me anything. I want all of my money to go toward the thing, and I don't want it being spent on something you're going to send me for my donation, right? They don't understand certain things like this are so that you have a talking piece to tell other people. Like, so your donation
when you go to your
beyond your donation, and it then becomes a talking point so that other people will donate. Your donation becomes bigger
because most likely you're going to be someone.
Yeah, and then like, what's drive like a girl mean? Like, doesn't that mean like hesitate before you turn left when you shouldn't, and then almost get in an accident? Stuff like that. And then a sexist would say, I'm just speaking what some people might say, but but yeah, so that's I couldn't help myself. I know. I watch The Five sometimes, and that's one of my favorite bits that Greg does. He says something so out there, and then he's like, a sexist would say, or like,
Anyway, but no, it is a calling card. It's something like, because odds are, if you got something like this. So the other thing is, all our stuff is pink except for the sweatshirts. And I was like, a work shirt is probably something cool that a dad would want to wear more than just a pink shirt. You know what I mean? And so I was like, I think that's the way to do it. And I don't know. I think it's something, like you said, it's a cool talking point. It's something that we can do to get out there further. I mean, how cool would it be to see some of these shirts at some of those big events? And that, I think, is what we want to do, is get the girls to go to a big event like that. Like we were trying to do, we talked about that, right? Silver State moving the date. Did we talk about that? The Vegas race? So the goal was to get the girls to go to the Vegas race because they said they would sponsor us for the entry fees. The problem was they moved the date on the race when it was supposed to be in April. They moved it up to like the second week of January.
Oh.
And that's just so hard for all the families to like.
They're just back to school, and they've just been on vacation.
Right after Christmas. Yeah. So that's kind of tough. So the idea was, well, let's hold off and let's figure something else out. And so maybe we'll go to a race in California or something. I don't know. But that's what stuff like this would go towards.
Yeah.
Would go towards getting the girls to get that opportunity to go and travel and to see what those races were. Like we have a race coming up in April in Canada. And there's limitations to that because not everyone can make it to Canada because of passports. Yeah. But it'd be cool to get a few girls to go out to that dirt track and go and do that. So, but
my daughter taking driver's ed this year. Seems like yesterday she was riding a tricycle. Now I'm afraid she'll be running over girls on tricycles. Hey, let's do a quick race update. We're at an hour 30 in, so I think we can be done in another 30 minutes if we get. So we want to talk about why buy more. So do a quick race update, and then we'll do a quick new tech for tube, and then we'll end with the why buy more because I think that's a little bit longer-ish.
Okay, race
I'm gonna
update.
put you on full screen really quick. I'm gonna step over to my fridge and get a drink.
Okay. So if you guys don't follow Diehard RC on Facebook, you should go check it out because they're building what I think will be the premier Northwest indoor arena that's semi-permanent all winter long for 8-scale dirt racing.
Those walls that they're building with the like
Huh?
for even the like the new outdoor pit area or whatever they're doing, is that for pitting with the dome?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
the weighted walls at the bottom, that's legit, dude. And they have it around the outside where they did the fence.
Oh, yeah.
There's some money being spent
Yeah.
or donated.
Well,
or
and
whatever.
dude, that's the thing. The community. I mean, I don't know, the ins and outs about that, but the community is really stepping up, and people are just going and donating their time to go work on it. We got contractors, welders, all that kind of stuff. People that are going, and Kyle says he was there today. So cool. I haven't been there in person yet. I need to get out there. The wind sock, Andrew says, yeah. But I really think it's going to be if we can get it nailed down this season. Next season in the winter, I think it's going to be, we're going to probably be able to host some big races there in the winter. It's going to be cold. I think it's going to be colder than what people realize. And I don't know how that's going to fare for plastic. If it's 40 degrees out and we're taking huge booters and stuff, I don't know how that's going to fare. But I really think what they're doing, it's awesome. There's no indoor 8-scale stuff anywhere around here that's permanent or even semi-permanent. Like the big race that I talked about, their arena races, and they cost like $80 to go in a race. And so they get a lot of entries because there's not a lot of racing going on in the winter, but it's like motocross. They build a track for that weekend and they tear it down and they have to rent the arena, all that kind of stuff. This will be up from November 1st through April. And then we go outside to race in May. So it's like, that's not heard of out here. Like to be able to do that, it's going to be awesome. I'm super pumped for it. It's looking really good. I'm hoping
it looked amazing from what you sent. That video walkthrough was really good.
Yeah, I'm stoked. So I'm really happy for the community here on what we're going to be able to get to, and what we're going to be able to see. I think it's going to be game changing. That's for sure.
Yep.
In my opinion. So yeah. So that's really all we got. Huh?
Little jealous.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Dude, that area where they said they were going to be pitting on the indoors, you know what that would be good for? Monster trucks. That was, you know what I'm talking about?
I thought the parking lot would be good for monster trucks where they're putting paint down. I'm like, what are they? I thought they were doing a monster truck thing in the parking lot.
Yeah, no, that area on the inside where they're going to do pits and stuff, that would be awesome for monster trucks.
Okay. I thought he was measuring stuff. He showed that whole like wood thing he had out in the parking lot. It was just a paint line marker, but I thought measuring some kind of cool jumps. Nope. All right. So new tech for YouTube.
Yeah.
I hinted at earlier because I was not able to buy the Reefs XP10 that I was hoping to. It's sold out, but maybe somebody will back out. I'm still hoping. I gotta talk to him and be like, hey, if one backs out,
you got that scratch and dent stuff.
I will put down some money, and then I'll do like, do you have what's it? Affinity? What's this? Do it like Avitown?
Firm.
Try doing a firm with you. Pay it off over time. Just a layaway. We'll work it out. So
what did AA Day say? Washington State, probably. Oh, where is this?
Yeah,
it's in Duval, so it's just east of Seattle by probably 35 minutes.
How far is it for you? Hour and a half?
For me, 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
You're that close to Seattle? Oh, that's your further away.
No, but I'm closer to Duval than I am to Seattle.
Okay.
Well, like
you said it was only 20 minutes from Seattle. I thought you were hours from Seattle.
No, I'm like 40 minutes away tops from Seattle.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's all what it is it's the traffic. So if I went at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'd get there in 20 minutes. If I went at 8 o'clock in the morning, it'd take me an hour and a half to get to Seattle.
Okay.
Because
Understood.
where I'm at, there's no good way of getting out of where I'm at. That's the problem.
Double A Days
Anyway.
is east of Seattle, so in other words, a no-go for me. He must be on the west. Is he in Bremerton or something? Where's Double A Day from?
I don't know. Oh, I think he's south.
South? Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's not over the mountains. It's just in the
Seattle is an hour away for Seattle.
I
That makes sense. I get it. I
He's not
understand.
lying, man.
I lived in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Like Norfolk is an hour away for Norfolk because of the tunnels and
Yeah.
all that junk, man.
Oh, dude, it's terrible. It's terrible. So continue with your
new tech. So Proline by the Fire got back. I've been working on stuff, and I only used my big camera for the first day, and then realized that's not the direction we were going for the video we were making. And they liked what I'd done with Monster Jam, and I did all of that using my iPhone and my X5 Insta360. So I carried all that heavy stuff. I could have taken a bigger car with me, or more of something else other than all the camera gear I didn't use. But that's fine. I'm used to that. You know, you got to be ready for whatever direction you're going. And the direction we went was X5. So we'll see how that works. I think it's going to be fun.
If people don't know, that camera...
it's a 360 cam.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other X.
No, so when I got back, though, I did the interviews around. The audio sounds great. I had my mic on. My Rode mic sounds great. Compared to when I did use my X5, because there's going to be a lot of interviews of people using my X5 with no microphones, and it's not great. There's a lot of noise at Proline by the Fire, and it has a good microphone. It did not do well in that scenario for some reason. If people were quiet, anyway, I'll be posting stuff. You'll see. That's another question. How many videos is too many to post in a day? Because I'm at 3 today.
I don't think there's any.
A lot of days like that.
I don't think there's ever too many videos to post in a day.
Well, people can't consume it all, so it is a problem. You can overwhelm.
I don't think so, because I think people can watch more. Like, if you're making 3 5-minute videos to 10-minute videos, if you playlist them somehow, it makes it way easier.
Yeah. I mean, they're all in my videos playlist, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but when you watch YouTube, it doesn't automatically kick to the next video.
Well, no, I mean, the mic is pretty good when I talk at it. So I actually did an interview with Rich and them. And actually, I rolled up on Harley with my good camera. I tried to get him to sign my
butt cheek
H10
Origin
thing, which was theirs, and I just picked it up off the table and asked him to sign it.
If I ever see Harley, I'm seriously going to try to get him to sign like right here. I'll be like, come on, Harley.
Well, somebody was having them sign their cool rig, like their build that they did, following his build. Yeah. And I just picked up their H10 off the table and said, "Can you sign this for me?" But
you should have went up to the booth.
His looks good. He gets the good treatment, so he'll sound good and he'll look good. He paid extra for it, so I might as well. Actually, Night Custom sounds good, looks good. Milk Tea got the good treatment, and then who else did? Robski Fab, which I told you what happened there already. I think we talked about last week, where I thought he was somebody else the whole time.
Oh yeah.
I confessed to him about that, and
did you?
How bad I felt once it became very clear who owned it, and it was not what I thought it was. So anyway, I came back and I said, I was looking at some of the footage. I'm like, especially the Reefs release stuff. I'm like, this could be better. I don't know if you ever watched Camera Conspiracies. It's some of the best. It's really funny. Actually, the X5 footage and stuff is going to look really good from the Red Cat and the Horizon stuff I did. It looks pretty cool. Tracking it sucks. I got like 10 hours of footage to track, so that'll be good. But I ended up buying well, I started looking. I knew what I wanted. I wanted the Sony FX series, which is their like FX6 line, their FX3, their FX30, and their FX now 2 is their new one. And all of them should be updated at this point. It's 2020 tech, basically. So it's a scary buy, especially since Nikon just dropped their new red camera. I don't know if you've seen anything about that.
Oh,
Nikon bought red. So they have a new Nikon that uses red tech, and they've got red raw. And it's a $2,000 camera instead of a $5,000 camera or $4,000.
Oh, no glass though, right?
Yeah, this is all no glass, but 2,000 no glass. But anyway, I started looking at all the cameras, and I want to get the FX2 because there's a quick switch with a physical knob, photo video mode on the FX2. The problem with it is the FX30 and the FX3 both shoot 4K 120. Now, the FX30 is a crop sensor, so it crops that high-speed stuff even more. And then I want the FX2. I'm like, you know what? I can get away with that. I really want the photo features of this, and but the problem is they made it photo featured, so they made it bigger megapixel. So it's like a 30 megapixel or 25, or I don't know. It's a higher megapixel camera, which means that it's the same size sensor, full frame sensor as the rest, which means it doesn't take as much light in, so it's not as good at low light. And I'm thinking, well, what do I need from a freaking camera? I need low light because one of the videos I'm shooting is a buggy in a dark RC shop.
Yeah.
And I want to shoot in there more. We end up in low light a lot, and I want slow motion. And the Sony's track during slow motion. It's not like set it and leave it and it comes in and out of focus.
Yeah,
it'll track during the 4K 120. Now, most of the time, 120 is more than you need. It's going to make your video stupid long if you're shooting everything at that.
But it'll also be
even 4K 60 on the other, which the other one would do 4K 60, but it cropped. I'm like, if I'm in tight spaces and it's doing crop factor on these lenses that I've bought for a full frame,
right,
that sucks. So anyway, I ended up dropping a ton of money.
Yeah, I was gonna say
the FX3A, which is the new version of the FX3, but it's not because it's a new version. It's because the manufacturer of the LCD or the LED screen stopped making the version that was in the 3. So they put a higher resolution screen on it, but in doing so, they also remove like the NFC capabilities of it and then like the infrared. So they took away 2 features, added a way better screen, and added like a dual battery charger or something stupid. But it's still the same features, same tech.
Is that numbered?
5-year-old. So like I'm buying this knowing that there's gonna be an FX3 Mark II next year.
Yeah.
Which sucks, right? But it's like you have to buy when you need, right? So it's like I need it to make money, so I need it now. But that sucks. So because it's not cheap. If you look up the FX3A, and there's no getting cheap deals on it, like used is like $300 off.
Yeah,
and that ain't worth it in my opinion. To save $300 and get a used piece, that's that
fancy.
Yeah. So I bought one lens with it too. And it's in the line. I mean, here I get run.
You have it already?
No.
Oh. Yeah, that camera is sick, dude. Harley, that's like that camera. When you told me about it, I was like, shut up. Like,
I mean, I'm used to the Sony big game stuff, so I'm not stupid to it. So like this is the Sony FS5 Mark II, which is the line right before the FX6, which is the new line of this. And then they made the smaller ones, which are like the handhelds. So I'm not like, I get this stuff. I understand it, use it. And I was really hoping they would release a new one before I had to buy one, because like when I bought this, same thing happened. However, same thing, like it didn't hurt me. Like nobody knows that I'm using this except me. And that, what is the feature? It's maybe doesn't have the same, it's still 4K on this, but it's not like 4K 120, it's 4K 60. So I mean it's still a great camera.
Yeah.
But when I bought it for some shoots I had, sometimes you have to buy
For
new
action, that 4K 120 for speed ramp action stuff is gonna be
It's gonna be
ridiculous.
awesome. The main thing is that even this one doesn't focus during slow motion. And I read that the 3A and the other ones do keep the autofocus. Now it could be AI's lying to me. But I mean, I have some other Sony glass, but I only bought one lens with it, and it was a 24-105. They're cheaper because it has the stabilization in it. Because I want to feel like it's on a gimbal when it's not.
Is it fast
or
or is
F4? No, it's not. It's F4. So the other ones are F2.8, and you could get one for about $500 more or $1,500 more. You know, they have varying two different versions of it. But they don't have the stabilization. And honestly, the whole reason I bought the FX3 was it does low light to like 12,000. Like the next like base ISO is 12,800. So you're clean at like super high ISO. So you're basically like lighting up the night sky.
on F4, you're gonna have so much in focus that in post you can still play with it, right?
Depends how close you are to the subject and how zoomed in you are. F4 still has pretty good depth of field to it.
Yeah.
Like F5, 6 is where you want to shoot a lot of stuff, but you'll get enough. It'll separate from the background for sure.
Yeah.
If you're all the way down to F4, and especially if you're zoomed in. And that's the nice thing is any 24-70 you have, I'm like, just a little further. I just need a little more zoom, and it never has it. It's kind of the range that I hate the most. Like I love it because it's wide and just run and gun and do whatever. But then like half the time I wish it was just zoomed a little further. And that's for that 24-105. It's like a great do everything. Like a one lens thing. Like that's all you need is that one lens. I'll go out and shoot anything with it.
Well, especially the stabilization is good all the way out to 100. That's nice.
Yeah. And you can put it into crop factor mode on those cameras, which is going to give you almost a 2x zoom on that. So you can zoom it if you want. You could shoot it as a Super 35 on those sensors. Cool. So you can get tricky with it. But anyway, it's getting all techie. We said it's always fun to do a little either YouTube or tech talk that
it's funny because I
goes beyond the RC and into the rest of what we're doing with the YouTube and everything else. But it's an expensive investment. Like I'm planning on making videos for people, and it's going to help a lot. The main thing is the autofocus is so good. Like there's AI autofocus. Like you tell it you're tracking a car, and it'll stay in focus on what it sees as the car in the frame. Or you can say a bird, or you can say a human or an animal. Like so you can. And then it'll keep that thing that's in the frame in focus. And it's going to be huge because half the time with some of these other ones, you shoot it and you get back and you're like, I got to shoot the whole stupid thing again. It's either the focus is so annoying that it's kind of pecking a little bit. Like you're still in focus, but it's sitting there racking a little. And so those lights in the background are like expanding and like, so annoying. But
it's funny because I was going to say how I sent you video the other day. I was like, let's decode this video. Like, how are they shooting this video? Because it looked so good. Like a
lot of depth of field stuff. Super zoom.
But high res too. Like
it almost felt tilt shift.
Yeah.
It felt tilt shift.
Yeah. It was so good. So it was a baseball scene. So it was a guy swinging the bat, but everyone in the background was like bokeh out a little bit, but it was
right on top of them.
Oh, and it was just
the wall of people was straight. So that's why it was compressed.
Yeah,
it's just
it was a fast shot too. It was a fast shot, and the color grading, I think, made it look like an older video, super high res. Like, oh, it was so good. And I'm like, how do I make my RC videos look like that?
Right. Well, there's going to be like, so there's for videos for RC, there's some lesser Sony ones that have the same great tech with their autofocus. That would be great for just quick, casual grab and go.
So,
and they've got good mics on top and on board.
Yeah. See, here's what I want.
Series.
I want one that'll shoot fast because I have terrible low light situations indoor, and it's got to be super fast and have really good focus. And that's so hard to do indoor. Like, so hard to do indoor.
That's
like
the Sony. So I was going to get Panasonic because all the video guys are like, oh, get the Panasonic S1. I know, like, Panasonic was the game changer in video for a long time. And that's why I have 3 Panasonic GH5s. I have like a whole like studio. We do studio shoots out of my backpack with it. It was great if you had the time to sit there with a monitor and just you're running the camera the whole time. You're not engaging with people. You were legit focused on what's happening on the screen, filmmaking, and it's fantastic. Because they did 4K 60 when nobody else would.
Yeah.
Like the 4K was 24p. Like they couldn't go above that because they were overheating and they couldn't last long. This will run hours on 4K and it's great. And it does it either in slow motion where it makes it slow motion with no audio, or it does it where it's like in like 1080p 60 or whatever, you know, it's like smooth motion and makes you sick to watch like sports do. Anyway, I do it in 4K, and that was years ago. I mean, that camera's 10 years old now. You know, it's old. I got 3 of them. They still been my workhorse. Like they just are dogs. Like they just they work.
Do you think you can get a decent camera now, either a bridge or a glass camera, in the neighborhood of $500 that will go shoot fast and do all the stuff that I'm looking for?
First, I got to answer this. That camera is fine for now. Mini crawler course first, then new camera. I did talk about that $1,500 piece of mini course I wanted. So what camera do you need?
Oh, like so I want something that'll do video and photos, right? But be fast, low light, and that's pretty much it. Audios, I'm not worried about audio because I'll record off my wireless or all that kind of stuff. But I haven't found one that's
a tough scenario that you're talking because it's expensive to do it. That's what I just had to do. I had to bite the bullet to have the low light, because either you're going to spend it on glass or you're going to spend it on a camera that has low light. So either you're getting this 7 S series, which is like the point and shoot. That was their original cinema video camera, Sony. Like,
well, those are only up to 60 frames per second, right? Those don't go 120 at 4K.
No, but they have very good low light. They were the first to do the low light because they keep the megapixel low. So what people don't understand is the megapixels, the way that they work is it's stacking pixels on a sensor. The sensor size doesn't change. Full frame sensor size doesn't change. But then you're like, oh, this is a 35 megapixel. What they're doing is they're putting a bunch of really tiny pixels on in order to give you super sharpness and do all this stuff for photos and whatever. But each one is so small that it doesn't let as much light hit it. And so when you technically have less megapixels on a sensor that's big, each one is taking in more light and it's better in low light. And for video, to a degree, we don't want that super, super crisp. Like it's not as cinematic if it is. So you want it to be sharp, but you don't want it to be 35 megapixel or whatever. Like, they're downsampling 7K basically to be 4K with those sensors, where that the bigger ones aren't doing that. They're just a 4K amount of pixels on that in a smaller thing that allows more light to work. But
that's how I cheat
into the nitty gritty of the tech side of it, which is my background, is all video stuff. But
so that's how I cheat. I do my shots in 4K 60, and then I downgrade it to 30 FPS, and then I can get a little bit more buttery.
It'll be 50%.
Yeah, and It
Edit at
ramps.
24p.
Huh?
Edit at 24p. Don't
Yeah.
do it at 30. Then you'll get
Yeah.
40%. And
Yeah.
it should be buttery smooth because all of those frames are there.
So that's the hard
Reason it
thing.
wouldn't be is if you use too slow of a shutter speed. So
So
the
I was
problem
looking.
with when you're shooting 60 frames per second, you should be shooting at 1/120th, which means you're letting in less light. So if you're still shooting it at 1/50th or 1/60th of a shutter speed,
Yeah.
it's not fast enough. So you're gonna get motion blur that's gonna make it not as smooth in your slow motion. So it's all about, they call it 180-degree shutter angle. And so if you have a camera that'll allow you to set it at 180, you don't have to think about it. But if you don't, and we've had to do this for years with these point and shoots that we use for video now, because they look amazing, you have to know that basically you say double, but it's not really. So if I'm shooting 24p, 24 frames per second, I need to be at 1/48th. So you double it, but then you put a 1 over, you make it a fraction, 1/48th of a second instead of 24 becomes 1/48th. If you're shooting 30p footage, it's got to be 1/60th of a second. Most cameras don't do 1/48th, but you do 1/50th, and it's close enough. But if you're shooting 60, you have to be at 1/120th of a second shutter speed, which is faster, which means that the shutter's moving faster, which means the less light gets in. So then you're having to bump your ISO, but most people don't do that. They just open the shutter up to let light in, and then it just makes it blurry. So you'll never be able to get a crisp screenshot or different things out of it.
I was playing with the iPhone.
Technical.
I was playing with the iPhone, and in cinematic view, I didn't know you can adjust the aperture on cinematic view for recording.
And after you can adjust it.
Right. And I was like, oh man, so I'm going to try to shoot RC racing at a low aperture and try to track the car and see if I can do it. And if I can, that's going to make some sick video for racing.
Well, you can track it after. So before you export it, you can actually keep tracking it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can do it afterward.
Yeah, on the iPhone. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And actually, I could probably
also use like Filmic Pro used to be an app that you could get.
Yeah.
I have like the original one because now they want monthly. But I
know I have the legacy too. Yeah.
And you can set your aperture in that, and then you don't have to worry about it doing the whole fake blur background stuff. Although it looks really good, so I actually would do it that way because it would look sick. But it'll allow you to open up at least for lighting and choose to do that over other things like shutter speeds and things. But it's pretty smart. It starts there, and it starts with ISO. And that's one of the cool things with this camera too, is you can set points where like you want it auto-ish, but it's like it'll automatically adjust the ISO until it hits a certain peak, and then it'll adjust your shutter. Yep. Yeah. And then it'll adjust your shutter. So there's some cool tricks in it like that, but yeah, not to bore people.
Well, I got a cool thing coming. It's not here yet. I'm not sure when it's going to be here, but I'm working a deal with Cinco. I think they're Cinco Wireless. I don't know if you guys have seen that. What does it say? Is race footage like crawling footage? It always gets way
if
less.
It's not new release or how-to tech type stuff.
Oh yeah,
like that people really want. Even like the videos I'm doing from Pro Line Above Fire, I'm doing them anyway because for the 1,000 people eventually that'll watch it, or maybe it's slower creep up. It won't ever hit the big numbers.
No,
but it'll at least get their stuff out. Like Milk TRC, like his stuff was cool.
Yeah, unless you're Ryan Stiles, Ryan Harris.
But his is a vlog,
dude. His videos
straight race footage.
But
they're really good.
So his last couple of videos are vlogish. They're long format, and he puts the full race in there, like a full 20-minute race, and they're talking about it and all that. He's still getting 15K views on his video, but he works it. Like he does a lot on it. But
you don't know people. If you watch when you skip videos, like commonly skipped part.
I know.
So people may be skipping the whole race and getting back to where he wraps it.
Yeah. Well,
You
and he's
never
got other people shooting for him too, like
Yeah.
friends that are shooting there while he's racing, which is cool. So that being said, about racing, I'm working with a company now that you've seen them on Amazon a lot, but these headsets that we've got, I'll show you the headset.
I like long videos too.
Yep.
And
So these headsets we use in Nitro. You see them used in crawling. You see them used in all kinds of, not like real one-to-one crawling, and all kinds of racing and stuff. But they're, what are they called? Vox control, I guess is what it's called, where it's an open dialogue. You don't have to press any button. You don't have to do anything like that, and you can just talk back and forth.
yeah.
The problem is in the race scene, there's like maybe 2 companies that make these, and they're stupid expensive, like crazy. And hey, trucker headsets, yeah.
Do they have noise canceling in them?
Yes.
Yeah.
The ones that are coming have noise canceling in them. These have noise a little bit, but these ones aren't that great. These are older ones. But
where it's on when it's down, off when it's up.
Yep.
So you can
Yep.
and then pop it up and it's off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. But what's cool is that we only have 2 of these and we use them as teaching aids, right? So we will talk to, so I'll talk to like one of my kids up on the stand and be like, hey, you just blew that in practice, right? I'll be like, you just blew that corner. Let's come back around, find the line, think of the line 2 turns before you get there and hit that line. And I'll tell them as they're racing, or more so for Nitro, I'll be talking to Olivia and I'll be like, hey, you've got about a 30-second split from this car. Now is a good time to fuel. Let's go. And I'll be like, come in for fuel now. And I'm on the ground, she's up on the stand, and I'm able to talk to her seamlessly.
Yep.
Boom, right?
Yeah.
Super cool. But they're sending us a pack of 5 so we can talk to multiple kids on the stand and talk them through a race. But the other thing I've been dying to do, and I haven't had a good way of doing it because we only had 2, is capturing the audio like you see on NASCAR or Formula 1 racing, where they come into the car and you hear the spotter talking to the racer.
Yeah.
Since there's 5 coming out, I don't want to be talking to 4 kids on the stand at once. That's too much. We're going to put one on the table and put one of these wireless mics in here and record the audio. So when we're doing the video, the audio syncs up and you'll be able to see, me say, whoa, crash ahead, slow down, watch out, go outside or whatever. And you'll be able to see the car do that. I'm stoked for that. I'm stoked for these because these are going to be sick. Like they're such a cool teaching aid.
Yeah.
And just such a cool thing to be able to use. But I'm pumped for that, and I'm pumped for the audio that we're going to be able to pull out of it. Should be pretty cool. And we can do
it's super cool sounding too when you have that kind of like race chatter, or headset chatter. Yeah.
Well, and so Olivia and Dalton are too young, in my opinion, to go out and marshal for Nitro races. So I go out with them and we sit there and we've tried it and it's almost worked, but it hasn't been consistent through the whole conversation. We've been mic'd up where I'm sitting next to her on a Marshall corner and we're talking about the race and we're talking about the line and all that kind of stuff. Now we can have it being recorded while we're talking and it's just picking up our voice. It's not picking up what our mics are, all that other kind of ambient noise.
Speaking of recording audio, you just reminded me, I need to record the monster truck racing microphone direct to an SD card too, so I can have cleaner audio than what's being picked up from the speaker through the camera because it's mainly picking up the cars. But that just reminded me, I need to hit record on that next time.
Use your kid's phone and plug in wireless mics to them, and then just run a wireless mic.
Wear one? Oh, that's a good idea. Or actually, now my Rhodes, my little mic like yours just records.
Yep.
So
I have a set that does that. Yeah.
Put the receiver on the table and just record myself.
Yep.
But it also, some other people do it. So if I could just, because we have a microphone, if I could just record what's going through the
just put it on the mic, man. Just put it on the mic stand.
Oh, there you go. Just clip it on the same stand.
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. Because listening to some of them, like, I like that there's live sound, but one, man, I realize I need to talk more during the races. I need to.
It's hard for monster trucks, dude.
Huh?
I think it'd be hard in monster. Well, I think you need to talk more. That's not about
so. It's one of those things. I need to list what the trucks are, their names. All right, we got Gorgon Yellow up with so and so versus so and so. Drivers ready, watch the light. Because right now I'm just like, all right, drivers look like they're ready, watch the light. And then between races, I'm calling up people. But then I just say, okay, they're ready. All right, drivers ready. But if I had a clean at the beginning, all right, in the left lane we've got, in yellow lane we've got so and so, and yeah.
So listen to like an hour or half an hour of sports radio. Like of baseball game or a basketball game. Like I hate listening.
They always interject little other things. Oh man, that LMTE's running. It's got
not just that, but they describe the image without because you're on radio. So they describe the image without being seen. And I think that goes so much further when commentary.
Some of it was tough because our races weren't very close because we had a lot of new people too. And so like someone just right away crash off.
Went upside down. I saw that. Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, well, if they just keep it on two wheels, they're gonna win. Like.
Yeah.
But look at that truck he's driving around. That thing is one fantastic truck. He's running true. I could get into something else if I pay attention to more of what's going on, and that'll come, I think, as we have people show up more than once, and we get a little idea for how they drive and what they've got, and I think it'll come. But I did definitely be like, oh my gosh, needs more talking. Yeah. So
we don't need more of you talking. Let's be honest.
No, we don't.
Did you hit the end button?
No. All right, it's that time. Pablo's got to go see his family before they go to bed. So we're gonna call it. He's just saying it's late there, but it's really late here. But he's giving up his after dinner until their bedtime.
I haven't even had dinner. I just came straight down here.
Man, I should tell you about how great my dinner was then.